Due to their ability to adapt to different coffee-producing zones and their high productivity and growth, the F1 coffee hybrids are an important and innovative alternative for sustainable coffee production. Success with these new varieties is based on a fundamental principle. Behind every great producer, there is a series of best management practices. It is a responsibility of the producer to consider and implement the following recommendations. Planting schedule. The first thing to do is to select the correct variety. H1 is for those farms that are located in areas between 600 and 1,100 meters above sea level. This variety is not recommended for higher altitudes due to its susceptibility to leaf spot. H3 is recommended when the elevation of the farm is higher than 1,000 meters above sea level because this variety has some resistance to leaf spot. Farm conditions will determine the development phase of the plants the farmer acquires. Phase 1, 2 pairs of leaves and 5 centimeters tall. Phase 2, 3 to 6 pairs of true leaves and 4 to 6 centimeters tall. Phase 3, 5 to 7 pairs of leaves and 6 to 10 centimeters tall. Phase 4, 8 to 10 pairs of leaves and 10 to 25 centimeters tall. Healthy, well-developed roots. Good stem thickness. If the plant is acquired in Phase 3, it should have a height of 6 to 10 centimeters. In this case, it should remain in the nursery for 2 months prior to planting. If the plant is acquired in Phase 4, it should be 10 to 25 centimeters tall. In this case, it can be planted directly. Before planting, it is necessary to consider the following recommendations. One of the most important considerations is selecting the area where the hybrids will be planted. Drainage. The ground should have good drainage. If the ground has been used for cattle grazing, soil compaction should be checked. This can affect the growth of the roots and overall plant development. Organic material. The area should have a good quantity of organic material. The ground should not be eroded or highly acidic. Shade. It is important to have shade before planting. If the plot has a low level of shade, temporary shade structures should be installed. Clearing of the land. It is advisable to clear the land manually or chemically prior to planting in order to decrease the presence of weeds. Burning should be avoided because it affects the structure and biodiversity of the soil. Chemical analysis of the soil. Soil analysis is a fundamental tool for all producers and technicians. With a diagnosis of the chemical balance of the soil, one can create a fertilization plan to supply the required nutrients for cultivation. Soil analysis results can also be used to determine if it is necessary to apply amendments, such as calcium carbonate or dolomite, as well as which fertilizer formulas to use throughout the year. Planting distance and layout. It is recommended to plant along contour lines, as this formation reduces erosion, allows for the best fertilizer intake, and facilitates harvesting. Live fences and evenly spaced hillside ditches are other practices that can reduce erosion. The ideal planting distance depends on the location of the farm. Due to the rapid and vigorous growth of these varieties, it is recommended that plant spacing be measured carefully. Planting. To promote the best root development of the trees, each plant should be sown in a hole 25 to 30 centimeters deep and 20 centimeters wide. This guarantees proper root aeration, decreases compaction, and in some cases helps to lower acidity. Fertilization. During the first year, the new plants should be fertilized 3 to 5 times in order to promote the best possible development. The key is not in the amount of fertilizer, but in the frequency of application. All of the instructions in this guide are important for ensuring a strong and robust crop. Above all, these recommendations will help to achieve the main goal: healthy new hybrid plantations with abundant productivity.